Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Stylosa, and what we've got here is this is a 4chan leak and apparently breaks down the details of the Overwatch 2 Battle Pass. Now, this is 4chan. Honestly, take this with a massive pinch of salt, a barrel of salt, an actual lorry load of salt, because this could be made up. And also, this is a great time to come up with these kind of leaks because, well, you know, a lot of people are talking about the Overwatch Battle Pass. Anyway, let's break this down because it might be legit, and if it is legit, and when we do finally get the details, we can compare back to this. But I think there are some interesting bits in this and things that kind of make me think this might be legitimate because it's just kind of bad enough to make you buy the Battle Pass to unlock the heroes, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's break this down. New Battle Pass is entirely identical to Warzone's, and it was a company mandate that every single game move to a similar model since Warzone brings in more money on its own than nearly every other game at Blizzard combined. Basic details are this. Battle Pass is $10 or 1,000 Overwatch coins, the game's premium currency, and you instantly unlock Kiriko, a legendary skin for her, once you pay for it. Battle Pass is 80 levels and Kiriko is on level 20. Mythic skins are at Battle Pass level 50, and it takes about 12 to 15 hours on average to grind to level 20, depending on your win rate and what mode you're playing in. Arcade takes longer, quick play is the fastest. Overwatch 2's premium currency, Overwatch coins, are also on the premium Battle Pass, so if you finish it every season, they pay for themselves. Don't expect to finish them though, since they take a considerable amount of time to finish. There are paid boosts for 20 levels of the Battle Pass for sale, as well as that there are $5, I think. Competitive is locked for the first 2 weeks of each season and requires you to have every hero unlocked in order to play it. Earning heroes from previous seasons involves permanent challenges that begin once the season is over. Win 25 matches in quick play as a support is how you unlock Kiriko once Season 1 is over. Okay, let's digest this, and I think let's just start off with what we finished with there, and that's the whole idea that competitive is locked for 2 weeks. So firstly, I think that's too long. I mean, if a new season begins and then you can't play competitive for 2 weeks, that's way too long. I mean, maybe they'll have like a gameplay mode which has got the competitive rule set, but you can't obviously get ranked because it's not competitive. Now, you could say this is a buffer, this is a time buffer, a time gate in some kind of ways, to give you a chance to unlock Kiriko without actually buying the Battle Pass. If this is true, then okay, that makes a little bit of sense, but still 2 weeks without competitive is kind of shocking. Now, the main thing here is the fact that you require every single hero in order to play competitive. Now, we know Overwatch is going free to play. We have no idea what this means in terms of a free to play account. Like, what do you get as a free to play account? Now, if they're intending to sell new heroes in the Battle Pass, as we believe is the case, you buy the Battle Pass, you instantly get access to the new hero. If the hero is part of that season, and we know it is for the first season being Kiriko, then yeah, you know, you kind of pay to win in a small kind of way. But you could argue that with this, because there's a 2 week buffer, it's not actually that much pay to win, because if you bought the hero straight away, well, you can't just go straight into competitive. But I still think that's crazy, and that wouldn't happen. Still, you would have 2 weeks to practice on the hero and then go into comp and then whatever. And if the hero is super OP, then so be it. Maybe Blizzard nerf her in those 2 weeks as well, so she's not super OP. I don't know. But the big issue here is you need every hero unlocked to play competitive. Now, that makes sense, right? Because you want access to all of the tools. You need all of the pieces on the chessboard to play this game. It is a game about swapping to counter. I don't care if people come at me and go, oh yeah, well, most people just play one hero and they one trick. That's true, but there is also countless examples of times when those players will change hero. You know, you could say to me, oh, right, whatever, you're just a Genji one trick. Okay, fine. But if the enemy have got Pharah, there is a piece of me that maybe would change to Widow or Soldier. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm not a Genji one trick, but if I was, there is a chance where you would swap those heroes over. So there's always, Overwatch is built around swapping heroes. It's core to the game, and this is why I was not happy with the leaks about the heroes being locked behind the battle pass, because it means you're locking a core gameplay element away and you have to pay to get access to it. Anyway, what about free-to-play accounts? If a free-to-play account doesn't get access to all the old Overwatch heroes, then is Blizzard going to charge them money? So is that a buffer for a free-to-play account entering competitive? Now, what is interesting about this is, firstly, Blizzard are trying to get money immediately off a free-to-play player. They want you to... This is, of course, if they sell you the heroes, right? And, of course, they wouldn't sell you the latest hero. You see what I mean? It's very, very confusing. Maybe there's a pack you can buy or something you can do that gives you access to the old heroes. But if you're a free-to-play player, you're playing Overwatch, you want to play competitive, maybe there's a paywall there to unlock all the old heroes. Obviously, if you own Overwatch, you get access to all the Overwatch heroes. But you won't be able to buy Overwatch when Overwatch 2 launches, right? So there's another monetization track they've got going on there. Then you move forward to needing the latest hero, so then you have to get the battle pass, or maybe you've played enough 12 to 15 hours, as this leak seems to suggest, to actually unlock Kiriko, and then you can enter competitive. This could also make the battle pass be a sort of entrance ticket for competitive every season, whereas if you want to play competitive, you best buy the battle pass. This is what makes it kind of strange to me that there would be a 2-week lock on going into comp. Because if they're effectively selling battle pass tickets as the entrance fee to competitive, because you need all of the heroes, and if you buy the battle pass, you get the latest hero, you would think they would want you to buy that immediately, right? Also, I can imagine hundreds and thousands, well, there's not hundreds of thousands of streamers, but tens of streamers would be like, we need competitive straight away, as we can't stream, blah, 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 and all this. So they kick up a fuss. But not that that's a problem. I don't think Blizzard generally care what streamers or content creators think. But still, I think that's an interesting bit of speculation there. What happens to a free-to-play account? But then going forward, what's going on with competitive? It's very interesting. And also, this would reduce the number of Smurfs. So in one way, that's good. But also, it is gating access to competitive through either some sort of grind or you paying the money to get access to it. I don't know, it still does leave a bad taste. I mean, basically, guys, any kind of locking heroes away or making you buy them, I absolutely hate it in Overwatch, because the game comes from a place where the heroes were all available. If you want to use games like League of Legends as examples of you have to buy the champions in that game. Okay, well, forget how you earn the champions and all of that stuff. I'm not going to go into detail on that. But that game began its life like that. It did not give you access to all of the champions and then go, oh, by the way, you don't have these, you need to unlock these. In fact, Apex is a better comparison, I suppose, because when Apex first came out, everyone had access to all of the legends at that time. And then through playing the game, you would earn the currency. Then when a new one comes out, you could actually just buy it with the currency that you've been earning as you've been playing the game. So it was a level playing field. This Overwatch 2, well, it looks like we're moving into a world where there's going to be a disconnect between free-to-play accounts and old Overwatch owners, but also the people who maybe are old Overwatch owners and have got all the old Overwatch heroes don't actually have Kiriko, because they need to then pick up that hero, and for all we know, she could be incredibly OP, and if the history of the hero design in this game is anything to go by, she will be incredibly OP, so you probably will need her in competitive. Yeah. Okay, let's roll this back a bit and let's go over this section again. Basic details for the Battle Pass are this. The Battle Pass is $10 or 1,000 coins. I think we pretty much know that anyway. I think that was confirmed by Blizzard anyway. But the game's premium currency is Overwatch coins, and you instantly unlock Kiriko plus legendary skin once you have for her once you pay for it. The Battle Pass is 80 levels and Kiriko is on level 20. Mythic skins are at Battle Pass level 50. Now, this is what's interesting to me, because if you look use Apex as an example, you think of their heirlooms, you think of their crazy skins and whatever that they charge incredible amounts of money for. Blizzard could have got away with charging mad money for mythic skins. I'm 100% sure they could have. So to just whack that in the Battle Pass at level 50, that's kind of nice, right, in some ways. But this again goes back to my whole sort of viewpoint on the way this game seems to be monetized. If you have got such incredible content as mythic skins, you're leveling up the legendary skin, which effectively you had the best legendary skins, or the best skins of any game out there anyway, and you're leveling it up to this mythic level where you've got customization and all this mad stuff. surely you could sell those on their own. That's why I was hoping the monetization for Overwatch 2 was based around cosmetics, because I don't want core gameplay components locked behind paywalls. It is just the worst. It's the worst design ever. It's insidious. It's getting you to pay money because you literally cannot play the game. It is so bad. I friggin' hate it. It's bad. So I don't know why they didn't focus on mythic skins. But again, remember, guys, this is a 4chan league. It could be complete crap. And like I said, it's a great time to throw out a 4chan league on this, because like I said, a lot of people are discussing this. Anyway, let's move on. So depending on your win rate and what mode you're playing in, it can take maybe 20 levels to grind, 12 to 15 hours to grind to level 20. If you play in arcade, it takes longer. Quick play is the fastest. Overwatch 2's premium currency, Overwatch coins, are also on the premium battle pass. So if you finish it every season, they pay for themselves. Now, I think this happens in a lot of other games. I think this happens in Fortnite and stuff like that. Basically, if you pay your $10, your 1,000 coins, and then you complete the entire battle pass, you get those coins back, which then means the next battle pass, you can buy it, and then off you go again. And, you know, but obviously you'd have to play a ton of hours to do this. No battle pass out there for any game is easy in terms of grind. There is always loads of stuff to be doing, and you have to put hours and hours and hours in, because of course they want you playing the game, because you get this very sort of interesting dynamic. Again, this is quite insidious, and this is the way free-to-play design works when you've got battle passes. You could be a free-to-play player and you're just playing the game happily and you're loving it, and that's great, but you don't spend any money. Now, Blizzard won't literally care that you don't spend any money, because as the hours roll by, you may get tempted by things on the premium track of the battle pass. You might think, well, I'm battle pass level 60, I may as well just buy the battle pass. I'll earn all of these things. I've already earned them and I'll just get them. It'll be great. Or you maybe don't even buy the battle pass, but maybe you play for a few hundred hours. Then you think to yourself, you know what, actually, I've played this game for hundreds and hundreds of hours. I'm going to throw some money their way, because that's fine. And that's how they get you with free-to-play. Which obviously, you know, they need to make money. They're a business and all of that stuff. But you always be aware of that. And battle passes, when you really drill down on them, they are essentially charging you to unlock components of the game. It's really, really weird. Like, I don't think anybody would say battle passes are great, but I think people understand that they sort of exist in this world, and they are the way free-to-play games fund themselves. And whether I like it or not, I suppose, they are here to stay. But yeah, which, by the way, isn't an excuse. Just because everyone does it, don't sit there and go, oh, well, every free-to-play game has a battle pass and it does this and we just have to accept it. No, you can say what you think, and I honestly suggest that you guys keep saying what you think. I know I do. Now, also, there's paid boosts for 20 levels of the battle pass for sale as well, and apparently they're $5, which, okay, fine. Now, this has always been a thing with games where you can just rapidly progress through the battle pass. What you will see on YouTube, and you may even see these videos of me, so maybe I'm an absolute hypocrite when it comes to this, but you will see people unlocking the battle pass and then buying every single tier and showing you all of the rewards from the battle pass. That will replace the loot box videos when it comes to Overwatch content. Now, there is one thing I didn't kind of touch on, at least I don't think I did, but this was the idea of, once the season is over, how the hell do you earn heroes? Because if you need all the heroes to play competitive, as this leak seems to suggest, then well, how do you unlock them? Well, apparently they will then be the case of these type of easy-ish challenges or simple challenges. Things like win 25 matches in quick play as a support, and you'll unlock Kuriko once Season 1 is over. Now, win 25 matches in quick play as a support, it's just a straight-up grind, and like, okay, great, you get Kuriko. I'm sure there will be other ways of just buying her still when the Battle Pass finishes. I can't see them ever just... You know, what I can see them doing is having like almost like a fast pass, being like, oh, so you've missed Kuriko, you've missed whoever the new tank is and the next DPS and support, whatever. Here is the rapid catch-up pack, and it's only $40. You know, there'll be things like that. That's what they will sell. That's what they will try and do. Okay, now remember, guys, this is just a complete leak from 4chan, and we know 4chan is crap most of the time, but I just thought it would be interesting to discuss this, because when I read through this a few times and everything I've discussed in this video, this doesn't seem completely implausible. This seems like it might be the way they go. It's not horrifically bad, but it's bad enough that it will kind of get you to buy the battle pass to get the Kuriko. But if competitive is locked for 2 weeks, that again is a really kind of weird decision, because I don't know what people would do for 2 weeks. If I'm quite honest, that seems really strange. And if I was going to be super devious and have this battle pass that unlocks heroes, so you need to buy the battle pass to unlock the hero, unless you want to grind to level 20 of that battle pass, I'd want competitive to be playable immediately, because that's when people are going to buy. Because as the new season comes out and there's loads of animated shorts that we may or may not have seen, thanks for the DMCA on Twitter, by the way, Bliss, but like, you know, you see all of that stuff, you get hyped, you go in, oh my god, yeah, buy the battle pass, boom, straight into comp. That's what people want to do. They don't want to go, oh my god, yeah, buy the battle pass. Oh, wait, I'll have to chill for 2 weeks. I don't know, that seems a bit weird to me. But the rest of it, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you. I've been Stylosa, and I will endeavour to keep covering this game as we go forward, and we see what kind of happens and where it takes us and all of that stuff. Remember, you can follow me on everything, which is at Stylosa. Even on TikTok, I am at StylosaUL, because somebody stole my name. Son of a bitch, but these things happen. Alright then guys, thank you for watching the video, and I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.